Hello everyone. When I was a school student, I learned about climate change. When I was in university, I learned about climate change. And now I'm reading for my PhD. Still, I'm studying about climate change. Everyone keeps saying that climate change is an existing challenge and the most important threat for all of us. But yet, we just continue as before. Why is that? Are we evils? No, of course we are not. Most of people doesn't have a clue about the actual consequences of climate change. We think we know. We think everybody knows, but we don't. How could we? If there is a real crisis and this crisis has been created by our own day-to-day activities and our own emissions, there should be at least some restrictions. But there are no restrictions, no breaking news, no emergency meetings. No one is acting as there is a crisis. People think we will experience the negative impacts of climate change in future. But that's not the truth. Even now, we are experiencing the negative impacts. For example, I analyzed the economic impacts of climate change-induced productivity changes on the agricultural sector in Sri Lanka, using a modified version of Oranagy known as Oranagy SL. Sri Lanka is a beautiful small island and a developing nation. According to my model results, the climate change will decline the real GDP by 0.025% in short run and 0.55% in long run. The real investment, government demand, net export, everything will decline in future. Climate change will also contribute to increase the unemployment rate and the consumer price index. Then what will happen to the households? Household income will also decline due to the decline in average real wage. On the other hand, commodity prices will increase. Therefore, the households will reduce their consumption. People will experience this commodity price increase in future, but they will never know that the climate change has contributed to increase these commodity prices. Not only that, in future we will have more mouths to feed. But according to the findings of my model, the agricultural commodity output will decline in future. This will threat to our food security. This is about Sri Lanka. In future, I will research about the impacts of climate change-induced productivity changes on agricultural sector on other economies in the world. With that, I have come to the end of my talk where I should give you hope. But I'm not giving you hope because there is something more important than hope, that is action. Once we start to act, hope is everywhere. Thank you.